kick it and go. We step on, spin, move, in zone, let's go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We step on, spin, move, in zone, let's go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more important.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Tyus Bowser able to record his 5th sack of the season. But someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Calais Campbell. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB, and guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
12 yards there and a first down. On play action, they'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
18 more yards there and another first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Right back to Dobbins on first. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and goal at the 3.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10.
Out comes his field general once more, leading his offense. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other one. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 22. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Bears nothing.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
At the Bears, 6.
They'll run here with Dobbins, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Ravens will extend their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still... Too early.
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Allen.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
The tackle by Jalen Johnson. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
7-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both large. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 57 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
1 yard gain.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
25-yard line.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and pull it.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything.
He's got a man complete. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
At the 35-yard line.
And this is caught at the 8. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful. And it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the... There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 2nd and 1, Jackson steps away. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one good for 26 and a first down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards yards out, and the Ravens continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Taken about 7 yards deep, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
The Bears ball carrier.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 7.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Intercepted. What did you see there, Charles, on that interception from the rookie?
They've shown him certain looks on defense throughout the first half, and they pulled the string here in the second half because he got used to those looks, and they showed the exact same thing, but changed it up just a little bit where he thought something was open, and now, with the change in defense, it no longer was.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Desmond King picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tyus Bowser, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Allen Robinson.
The Bears on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Out to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Bears.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Chicago.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And the Bears first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Intended for Allen Robinson.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
2nd and 10.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First down.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
49.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
23-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. They've had